What's up, everybody? Welcome back. It's the Art of Ram, Swamp Trog here. And today, behind me, we are talking vertical half-pipe skating. That's right, we're here at the Hopkins Overpass. It's May 2nd. We just got done replacing most of the metal in the street course, coping, sheet metal, 3 days of Ram. However, we're getting ready to open up the Vert ramp and the Overpass here this weekend, and I just want you guys to have a great season riding Vert with confidence. So I just wanted to go over a couple basics from knee sliding to dropping in for the first time, and how you really want to approach your Vert skating this year, so you guys really have the upper hand to learn a lot and not fall and get hurt and stuff. So here we go. Just starting at the basics. Knee pads, right? You want your pads. You also want your helmet. All right, you guys, padding up, putting your armor on is one of the most important things when riding a big ramp. Now this ramp right here is 12.5 feet tall, and over there in the corner we got a 1 foot extension, making it 13.5. It's 8 years old, and it's a great ramp with a 10'8" tranny, 1'8" of vert. So it's also got 16 feet of flat here, and it's really smooth and it's fast. And it can be, and it's one of the greatest rides ever. So here we go, getting into talking about skating vert, whether it's your first year or you're a veteran to it. Just start at the basics. You need your pads, right? I got elbow pads underneath my hood here. Next thing you're gonna want to do is stretch out. All right, so I'll do another Art of Ram about this, but just briefing on it right here is the ABCs with your foot. So what I always tell people is, like, if you're only going to do one stretch, it better be with your ankles. All right, pretend your big toe is a pen, and do the alphabet in capital letters on the left foot and the right foot. So it looks like this. Get your foot up there. A, B, C, D, etc. Both feet works all the tendons in your foot, your shin, your Achilles. Everything's going to be warmed up, and by the end it's going to be burning, so you know you're doing it right? So that's what we got so far on that. That's the stretch. And also one thing you want to do is like the knee slide stretch, or if you're into yoga, we call it like child's pose. But essentially you're just sitting back on your feet, stretching out the top of your foot, you're stretching out your knees and everything, and that's going to get you a real good stretch. Maybe a couple lunges to loosen up the groin a little bit, because when you do knee slide down from a 12.5 foot ramp, things can happen. One leg can go one way, the other one, you can do a lot of splits, but not like very rare, but it can happen. So I like to start up just by running up the ramp, turning around, knee sliding down to the flat bottom. I do that about one for every sheet. So this one's got 12 sheets on it. And so I do one on every sheet, all right? So I'm all stretched out. What do I do next? I got my pads on. All right, great. So what you want to do now is start carving the ramp, all right? You want to just start pumping. You want to get the flow of the pump. Now, you don't want to rush dropping into vert, right? I've seen people drop in, confident skaters, but just start at the top, drop in, speed wobble at the bottom, tranny check the other side. Terrible to view, terrible to hear, terrible to watch. Pump all the way up, get the feel for it. Jump off at the top, or as high as you feel comfortable, knee slide down. Great, that's the basics. It's a learning step. It's a learning curve to this. Do it again, repeat. Keep going, pumping all the way up. Here we have a green line. You get up to the green line, jump off, knee slide. You want to really train your mind to, like, initial, if I'm going to bail, knee slide. No running out, no hip slides, just get into that knee slide. You're going to be really safe, all right? Next up. Okay, I'm warmed up. I'm getting the feel of the ramp. Great. So now I'm going to pump up, and I'm going to keep pumping. And what I'm going to do is actually get all the way up to the top and rock myself up to the deck. When you can rock yourself up to the deck, that means it's time and you're ready to drop in. Now, this might take one day, it might take 10 minutes, it may take a week or a month. You know, you don't want to rush into something this big, which seriously, if you're not ready for and your muscles aren't, you can get seriously devastatedly hurt on this. And trust me, I have. I've wiped out on here many times. And there's something about it that vert skating has that nothing else offers, and that is that weightlessness and the big airs, the inverts, everything we're always talking about that comes with vertical skating. Floating, it's awesome. It's one of the greatest feelings ever. Not to mention, you just feel like a boss when you can ride the vert ramp, right? So, where are we at? We just learned to pump up, pumping harder, front side, back side, fakie, going straight up and down, coming down regular, working every angle you can, start sliding a little bit, feeling the slide ability with your wheels on the skate light in this case. You want to get really comfortable with that ramp before you start dropping in full speed. But you rocked up to the top, you maybe did that 2-3 times, then what do? Okay, so my next move for myself personally to get warmed up is like, okay, this is the start of the session. I drop in on every sheet and I literally go straight across, straight up the other side, rock up on top of that side. Drop in again. Come down the other way, second lap. This time maybe I'll bonk my back wheels off, or attempt to, and catch a little air, grab the board, land up and down. Come back down the third time. Same thing, rock back up, air out, repeat. Maybe this time I'll try a front side roll out. Maybe I'll try a back side roll out, right? Maybe I'll try a pivot and knee slide down. Whatever it is, I'm feeling the pump. I'm getting the pump down, pump back up, all right? So that's what I'm doing. That really works for me, and I know it's going to work for you because it's like grilling in the summer. You just want to go slow and low at first, right? You want to have that perfect feeling. You want to have that perfect meal, right, with grilling. So just go slow and low, and don't take any unnecessary risks at first, because you're just learning. You're learning the new ramp, and it can be pretty intense mentally and physically. So. Okay, so sweet. I dropped in 12 times, left, right, back. I rolled out, you know, did all the things that I'm going to be able to do comfortably, right? Even the extension. Here in this case, I'll take the extension a couple times and just rock out 13.5 feet tall. It feels so crazy dropping in on 2.5 feet of vert, let me tell you, but it's a rush that only vertical skateboarding will give you. Okay, so there's a train passing. You probably can't see that. I'm filming backwards anyway, so. Okay, so I'm up there. I'm getting used to it. Let's just rewind just a little bit and touch a little bit on what I did on the back, what I was talking about on the backside air video, and that is just your breathing, right? So I'm up there. I just rocked up, getting ready to drop in for my very first time. I want to take a huge deep breath in. I want to calm myself. I want to relax. I want to have that confidence that is going to allow me to ride this beast of a ramp. So I'm going to take a deep breath in. I'm going to clear my mind of any like worries I have. Oh, I'm going to slip out. Oh, I'm going to smash into the other side. Oh, I'm going to do a 10-foot air and belly flop on the coping. Whatever it is. No, clear your mind of everything. You got to relax, all right? You don't want to rush into vert. You just want to like feel the flow of the ramp, show a lot of respect to the ramp. The ramp's going to respect you, all right? So that deep breath in. And as I'm exhaling, I try to exhale for about 3 or 4 seconds. And at that very end, I drop in. And when I get to the flat bottom, I'm comfortable and I'm inhaling. And hopefully I'm not holding my breath on the first wall and just scratching some coping. Or just at first dropping in and just doing some carves, just getting used to it. So again, with vert skating, don't rush into it. Make sure your trucks are tight. That's going to be another thing. You're going to be doing a lot of back and forth. If you're used to skating the bowls, you're going to want to tighten your trucks, especially your front truck, so you have that stability. And other than that, wear your pads, you guys. If you have any questions, hit me up in the comments. I'll answer back. And if you want to see some other trick tips here on the vert, I want to do the front side air for sure. Some inverts have been popping up. Even floating into axle stalls and 5/0 grinds, and really the coming out of those, you're weightless, you're floating down the ramp, At first, it blows your mind to think, but that's the way it's done. It feels incredible. And again, just going all the way back, vert skating is one of the best feeling things a skateboarder can do. So don't be afraid to go outside your box, try something different. And in the Trog Army, like we say, skate everything. You know, I'm almost 35 years old. I love skating the vert ramp and the bowl. But you know what? I'm not afraid to jump down some stairs on Go Skateboarding Day and have some fun with the guys at the little skate parks or skating flat ground, all right? Hope all is well out there. And yeah, keep liking the videos, keep commenting, and I'll keep producing some more ones. Just put a bunch up yesterday about building. And I hope you guys have a great vert season, and we'll see you on the ramp up here. Ram it down, as always. Don't freak out.